Let's talk about is it a big deal that Tank knocked out Mario Barrios and Thurman didn't stop Mario Barrios. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate the love, support, everybody showing the channel. Now on the scorecards, that fight wasn't competitive at all. Um, when you look at the Tank Davis and Barrios scorecards, they read hold on, uh, they read the they read 96, 92, 97, 91, 96, 92. So they were going to ride Barrios regardless, even though most people had Barrios up in that fight until the like time of stoppage. I'd say right around the eighth, then maybe Tank started taking over. But I thought that fight was a little bit closer than what it was, right? And and but like I said before, it's a couple factors to take in this fight. Would Tank go up and whoop Barrios because he stopped? I mean, would he move up and whoop? Well, Barrios too. Would he move up and whoop Tank? I mean, would Tank move up and whoop Barrios at 147, or he whooped Thurman at 147? I was trying to say it might be a different ball game because he moving up in weight, and it depends on how he put the weight on. Will his power carry? Because one thing we know about Barrios that people got to take into consideration about weight. Yes, they did still fighting tens. But the thing about Barrios, he looked a lot fuller. And Regis Prograis said that he was supposed to fight Barrios, but Barrios told him he couldn't make the weight. Then he turned around and fought Tank because they made the pot sweet for him. They made the pot sweet for him to fight Tank and make the weight. And he's drained to make that weight. Y'all got to understand this dude is probably 6 foot. He probably taller than 5'10". He's 6'2". Probably 6 foot making that weight. And it takes a lot out of you keep making weight. He's still growing, bro. He started off damn near as a featherweight, a 1/4 above a featherweight. So that's something that we got to think about too. So the weight matters. If you drain, you can't really do what you really want to do. You can't move. That has an effect on you the next day. You said, well, they can also put on weight the next day. That still don't matter. If you draining yourself, you killing yourself to make a weight for 10 to 8 to 10 weeks. You think one day of putting a whole bunch of your one day of putting nutrition back in your body, it don't work that way. You know what I'm saying? It don't work that way, man. No matter how y'all feel about it, the weight had an effect on him. He said, well, you don't take the fight. At the end of the day, when they ask you to do something, they come with an offer, and it's a pretty good offer. What do you expect? If you don't take the fight, then they're gonna probably put him on the shelf. They're gonna give him a lesser offer, all types of stuff. Think about that for a minute. So it ain't like a yes or no, or I got something just as good. No, it's either take this or you don't take this. We're gonna give you something less, or we're gonna put you on the shelf. Boxing a dirty game. Everybody think it's A, B, C, D, whatever it may be. But I broke it down. I broke pay-per-view down. People out here breaking down pay-per-view and saying the fighter split the overall $80 pot, and it don't work that way. I broke it down in the Spence Ugas White Fury potentially on the same day, April 23rd. I broke it down. Thanks shout out to Lathers, bro, for pushing me in the right direction for that article. It don't break down like that, bro. Like y'all think it is. Oh, they do 1 million pay-per-views, they get $32 million, and they split the 32 million. No, it don't. 45% goes to the cable companies, to the major distributors. If it's not on ESPN Plus, like, or the Zone, it's on like Fox, HBO, Showtime, whatever it may be. All 45 go to them. 10 off the top go to the platform producing it, which is Fox this past weekend. So 10 went to the Fox. All the cable companies, the satellite companies producing it, they get the 45. If you didn't see the video, don't want too lazy to go back and see the video. They get the 45. Then 45% goes to the box promoter, and the TV rights go to Fox. And out of that 45%, well, in addition to that 45%, also they got gate, merchandise. They split a multitude of things. International, money. So they get money from a lot of different places. And out that 45, the promoter, it depends on whatever they want to split with the fighter. So they only split 45% of the revenue with the gate, in addition to the gate, merchandise, concessions, and all that. So they split all that plus the 45%. So like I said before, and it's up to the like Fox or ESPN Plus. ESPN Plus keep everything in house because they are the platform. They are the platform. So they don't have to get 10% to somebody else, but you gotta watch the video. But with Tank, Tank fought a weight drain Mario Barrios. It don't mean like he a better fighter. You can't cross-examine in boxing. That's just what it is. You can't cross-examine in boxing, bro. That's the fact. You can't sit there and say, "Oh, this happened just because he beat him." Cross matchups, they rarely like happen like that in a sport. It don't mean Tank's a better fighter than Keith Thurman because they fought. Keith Thurman go out there and spake him. People gonna be looking stupid. Just because Keith Thurman couldn't stop Barros, he fought a bigger dude. As far as being 7 pounds heavier, rehydrating a little bit more heavier, he fought a bigger dude. He fought a bigger guy. So at the end of the day, that's just how it goes. With additional weight, you able to absorb more punishment. With a bigger guy, you able to absorb more punishment. So, I mean, that's just something, people don't understand that. That's how boxing works. I can get more weight. I can take the shot better most of the times. But, Tank was impressive. But it don't mean that if him and Barros fought at 47, don't mean that he going to knock him out. He may knock him out. He might just have his number. But it don't make him a better fighter than Keith Thurman. Make him a better finisher than Keith Thurman possibly, but he fought a different version of Mario Barrios. He fought a drained version of Barrios, and that accounts for something, like it or not. But it doesn't make him a better fighter than Thurman. Has he beat somebody like Sean Porter, Danny Garcia? Have he beat somebody on his resume like Diego Chavez, Jose Celo Carras, Luis Collazo? No, he hasn't. They paid Barrios to come in there, and they paid him to come in there and lay down. They paid for him. They paid for that win for Thurman, for Tank. Out of all the 140-pound real champions around, or out of the top 140 pounders, why did Tank choose him? It was Tank. They knew he could beat him, and he had a little bit of trouble with a guy that was drained. So imagine if he 100%. He fuller. He could make the weight. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a different ball game. It'd be a totally different ball game, and we know it. Now, Tank still might beat him. He still might stop him. That's a possibility, but this don't make Tank a better fighter than Thurman. It don't work that way. And I ain't even talking about Thurman laying off and being rusty. That's a non-factor here. Honestly, I'm not making excuses for him. But Thurman just not a finisher. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather did finish, Floyd Mayweather did finish a lot of guys, bro. Do that make him lesser than somebody else? I mean, you look at Floyd's resume real quick. Look at Floyd's resume real quick. Let's switch over here. Look at his resume, right? He didn't drop Andre Berto. He did not drop Andre Berto, bro. Berto was stopped twice in his career. Sean Porter stopped Berto. He was stopped by Jesus Soto Carras. Do that make, and that's at the same weight class. Do that make Soto Carras better than Floyd Mayweather? Or that make Porter better than Mayweather? No, some guys just ain't finishers. Some guys just ain't finishers, bro. And that's as simple as that. He knocked out Victor Ortiz, but we know how that was. There's a lot of guys in there, man. Costa Zoo stopped Zab Judah before he fought Floyd, right? If my memory serves me correctly. Hold on. Shout out to Zab, legendary. Stopped him in 2 rounds. Floyd Mayweather fought life and death. That's before, my bad. Is that before? No, it can't be before, in my opinion. Yeah, way before that. Floyd went to distance with him. So just because you stopping the guy don't make you a better fighter, bro. Make you a better finisher. Might make you a better puncher. but it don't always work that way. You look at Keith Thurman resume, bro. It's okay. Carlos Catano was at the end of his career. Good fighter. Lando Lara, solid. Diego Gabriel Chavez, that was probably his most exciting fight, in my opinion. And he finished him. So we can't do cross matchups. Now, could Tank very well at the end of the day or soon be a better fighter than Keith Thurman? Absolutely. It definitely can happen. It definitely can happen, but not because of Mario Barrios. Thurman has not been a finisher in a long time. And you see how quick Thurman said yes to fighting Gervonta Tank Davis and how quiet they got. They know Keith Thurman will wax Gervonta Davis. It's weight class for a minute. You can listen to Ishay Smith say, well, I seen Tank. Here you go, right? That's hella funny. I seen Tank stop middleweights in the gym. That's the gym. That's the gym. We not naming middleweights. Are we saying Gennady Golovkin? Are we saying Jamal Charlo? Are we saying Rod Standback Johnson, professional hopeful or 5'5" and 29 professional fighter? Like I said before, what quality of fighters is he stopping in the gym? We know very minimum. We know about Keith Thurman. His level of opposition is better than Gervonta Stanky Tank Davis. It just is. And they put him in the ring together, he probably would dust Gervonta right now. You talking about that's two weight classes that he got. Because they won from 40 to 47. That's a jump. That's a huge jump. And you're not just fighting any old stand in front of you Mexican or Latino fighter. You standing somebody that's gonna give you some movement. And you got to be able to close that distance and make that jump. Come on, that's too much to ask in any lightweight to move up and fight a guy like Keith Thurman, even as he stands packed right now, not prime at this last fight. That's a lot. That's a lot to deal with, that movement, that speed. He still got a little pop left. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. I don't mean Tank better than him. No, could Tank very well move up? Yeah, we can move up and whoop Keith Thurman. I seen stranger things happen in boxing. Very may well move up, but if they won't put him in the ring with Lomachenko, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Tevin Farmer, you know what I'm saying? They won't put him in the ring with Gary Russell. Why would they put him in the ring with Keith Thurman? Even though the money be good, but ain't no title on the line. And most people think Keith Thurman ain't even like what he once was. Why take the risk? And you see half the arena was empty. Now him and Keith Thurman fight, they gonna fill it up, to be honest. It'll do a solid pay-per-view for PBC. But it's too much risk for Tank unless they tell Thurman to kind of lay down, and I don't think Thurman that type of dude. He may well if the money right. But then, what happened when Tank fights somebody real? So, come on. Just because he beat up on Barrios, you know what I'm saying? And Thurman didn't stop Barrios. He beat up and stopped Barrios. Don't make him a better fighter, bro. They fought two different versions of Barrios. 140 drain, 147. Now, could Tank just move up and stop Barrios himself? He could. He could. He could. He definitely could. He definitely could move up and stop him. Not saying he couldn't. Like I said, I seen stranger things happen in the great sport of boxing. I seen people move up and get beat up all day. I seen it. I seen it with my own two eyes. I seen it. So, like I said before, but just crossing action in this situation is not really going to it might get you the same results, rarely or rarity, or, but it's not going to get you the same equation. Boxing is different. Boxing is definitely different. Can't do that. But like I said, if they want to put Tank in there with Thurman, we know what will happen right now. He won't fight the Cambosos and the Haneys of the world. And Thurman is, heads and shoulders plus with ring experience, even now, physically, which he looked pretty solid. Faded as he do. As of right now, he head and shoulders above them. And with eights on, with him with eights or tens on, it's tough. It's tough for any lightweight, to fight. It's tough for any 140 pounder. Josh Taylor to ask. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check the box. Well, I don't know what to call this. Just take the, I don't know, check the welterweight playlist out or whatever, or no playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe button. It's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Best way to donate. Thumbs up the video, share all that good stuff. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you need to reach out, want to advertise on the channel, video request, chop it up, whatever it may be. Appreciate the love, support. If you need help with YouTube, always look for my YouTube builder playlist. I'm about to do a video for that. It might answer some of your questions before asking. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.